Snowy, go! Go, Snowy, go! Come here, Snowy, come on! This way, Snowy! Come on, Snowy! Go, Snowy! Go, Snowy, go! Happy Thursday, everybody. I wanted to bring you guys a little update on how all of our baby lambs are doing. This pair here, this is Milk and Chocolate. These are part of the triplets that were born to our sweet girl Peanut. If you recall, Peanut only has one working teat, so we left the baby with her who they're ready to eat again, who rejected the bottle. So Peanut had 3 girls. Milk, of course, is the little white lamb. Chocolate is the little chocolate lamb. And the one that stayed with her, I have named Half and Half. And we'll go over and take a look, and you will see exactly why. But these have been very sweet girls right here, especially Chocolate. She enjoys snuggling up and spending time with you. Milk is only interested in some interaction when you have a bottle to feed her. But these girls are doing good. I wish that they could be out with the rest of the flock, but it would be hard for us to make sure that they are getting nourishment and eating. So we have them here right now in our barn, in this pen, and they are being bottle fed every 4 hours. A few days ago, we moved the entire flock back over here to the original pen area because they needed some fresh grass. We were moving them further down along the side of the orchard, but in doing so, they were starting to get out a little bit more. So we needed to bring them back over here. I see the fence is down over here. Bella, you have to leave. Bella's here huffing and puffing. They are not happy about that. We'll see if we can get close enough to reintroduce you to a few of these mamas and their babies once we get in there and get the fixed fence too. We'll start here with these 2 girls and their mama. This is Coco and Puff. They were the first set of twins that we had. You can see just how big these girls have gotten. Mama is doing a good job at keeping them close. It's funny to watch everybody run around and do their thing. Everybody's on the move now because the puppies are nearby, but we will follow them along as well too, and still try to find everybody and introduce you guys to the ones that have names. Of course, our ram Jessie, our Dorper ram with the black head, is right there in the back. I think we still have maybe one ewe who still has not had her baby yet. Not sure, but everybody else has pretty much lambed. This little one right here is one of the original sets of twins that we got when we got our flock. Let's see. Coco and Puff with their mom. This lady right here had our last set of triplets. Her baby looks just like her. This also too, I believe that's her baby right there, the little white one. She had 3. One unfortunately didn't make it. These were the ones that were born on Sunday. So this is our newest set. They don't have a name just yet. Let me see. Who are you? Is that Oreo? There's Oreo right here and her brother. So they are a couple weeks old. Hi, Oreo. They are doing well. Oreo, that is not your mama. Your mama's right here. That's just Oreo. And Oreo has a brother who does not have a name. Babies are hopping around and jumping. Let's see if we can get close to half and half up here, which is the remaining set with the triplets that are inside the barn. So where's Peanut? This is our girl Peanut right here. Peanut is the one that had those triplets. She only has one working teat, and there's a little half and half right there. You see the top half of her face and her body is a little bit darker, and then the bottom half of her is brown. Everybody seems to be doing quite well. Enjoying the grass here. Sun is going down. They typically put themselves in. This girl right here, I think, is still pregnant. Hi, Linda. Linda is always ready for her close-up. Right, Linda? I know, sweetheart. She's such a sweet girl. This one right here. That's our Linda. It's one of the twins right here who really doesn't get that close. Jessie is investigating our girl Linda here. Let me see who else might be out here. You can see her belly is still quite full, so we're waiting on her. I think she might be the last one yet to have to go. Oh, hi, Jessie. How are you? Jessie came up to say hi to the people. You doing good, buddy? Jessie is a wool lamb. He is a black-headed Dorper. So as you see, most of our flock here is hair sheep, which means that we don't have to worry about trimming them. They will put on their winter coats and then they will shed it for the summertime, which most of them have shedded themselves now. Linda is behind me, pushing up against me because she wants some attention. I'm right here, Linda. What do you want? She wants a little loving. Hi, sweetheart. It's nice to see just how well everybody has integrated and how nice these moms are. This lady right here is still a question mark because she can be a little bit stubborn, a little bit prima donna. Are you pregnant too, right there, young lady? Quite possibly. So, moving all around, everybody's doing good. This one right here, there is a boy and girl that I'm trying to find that were born prior to the twins that we had this Sunday. Right here, there he is. Dragon has named him Logan because he has a Wolverine style face. Probably gonna be hard to get close to him. That's his sister right there, I believe, who's hopping around. And then that little guy right there. But as you can see, sheep are doing quite well. 12 lambs born so far in the last couple of weeks. 11 of them we have because of the one that we lost. And we started with, I believe, 12 ewes, 8 rams that we banded for butchering this fall, and then also a set of twins. So we have almost doubled our flock in just a short time that we've had it. And with everybody who has been born, we have only had two boys. So 9 girls and 2 boys that are here in the flock. Girls get to stay, the boys have another fate, but it's nice to be able to start growing our flock so quickly and still in the learning curve phase, as I tell everybody. when people have questions. Gonna let these guys enjoy the rest of the afternoon. It is a nice cool evening out here for a change, so I'm going to spend a little time with them myself and see if I can snuggle up with some of the babies. Happy Friday, everybody. We have made it to the end of the week, and it has been a long 2 weeks without you, my friends. We are happy to be back with you. We have been oh so busy during the time that we've been away without our weekly vlog coming at you last week. So you guys are getting a double dose of the vlog this week with a little bit of what you missed on the prior week. We were super busy, didn't get a chance to pick up the camera as much as we were doing a lot of rearranging inside the store, and also just kind of dealing with the heat. So sweating on top of trying to work constantly, it was a lot about just trying to get things done. The weather has been a lot nicer this week, and as you can see, we are taking a look right now at our garden. Oh, there is a gorgeous bluebird further down in the middle that I will not get to in time to now it's flying away. It is like electric blue. I've never seen anything that color before. It's very pretty. But here we are in the garden space. As you can see, it is basically weed central. Because of all of the rain, it's been hard to stay on top of the weeds down here. And then with just so much other things going on, this is another huge lesson and opportunity to change how we do things next year by making sure that we have plastic. We're going to use biodegradable plastic next year. If you recall, a couple of seasons ago, we used roll plastic in our garden space to grow. We've done that only one time here. It made a difference. It was a huge learning curve for us. I remember thinking at the end of it that each row looked different than the one before it, but it definitely makes a difference. And even though we still have some strong showing from some of our tomatoes and our peppers here, you're hard pressed to kind of find them because you really have to get in here and dig in deep and pull back the weeds to see that fruit that is growing on the vine. So we are doing our best to maintain whatever growth and production we can for this season and move forward in a different direction starting next year. Also too, down here, watermelon are just not even visible because of all of the overgrown weeds and everything that are down here. Over on this side of the garden, we have gladiolas that are starting to bloom from, I believe, 2 seasons ago now. So they are pushing through. Dragon came and had Cindy come and cut a bouquet for herself the other day to take home. It's amazing that these guys are still here, giving a little bit of a show of color, not as vibrant and as full as they were, of course, because we have not tended to this space at all. We've just let it overgrow because the plan is still to retool this. If you heard that loud pop, welcome to the 4th of July here in King George. As I'm sure wherever you are, if you are celebrating, you are probably have some neighbors that have started a little early with the celebrations as well. Snow is up there barking, but that's only going to get even more frequent as the sun starts to go down here tonight. Some of these were super pretty gladiolas that we had last year. This orange, I believe, was a very popular color. One of them in here was, I believe, called a guinea. Oh, here it is right here. This guy, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Lots of people wanted this particular bloom. We had it last year too as well. Gladiolas are one of my favorite. A lot of people have fond memories attached to them. Good job, Snowy. You tell him. That's right, Snow. Snow is letting him know he's here. Don't be making all that crazy fuss and crazy noise. Dragon also just finished going through mowing the yard a little bit ago. He's inside now resting a bit. But besides all of the overgrown weeds in the garden space, the rest of the yard is looking really nice. Dogs are out and about. We've been giving the puppies a little extra freedom in the morning and in the evening. They are out on their own a lot more as they are getting ready to soon head off to their respective areas on the farm to really start doing some work. Bruno here has found what was likely an old guinea egg that he's eating. As we move on into more heat during the summertime. Just trying to make sure that all the animals stay cool, stay watered. As you saw earlier this week or yesterday, I think I showed you, the sheep are now back out onto the big pasture. It's time for them to have another big move to a new paddock. So I think the plan is to do that probably in the morning. Dragon went through and cut a path all the way down to as well, because we put the electric fence down on some mowed grass so that it maintains a nice hot charge all the way around. And based on my checking of the fence yesterday, making sure that all the spikes were in the ground properly, it is working as it should. The inside of the store is coming along very nicely. Everything is looking beautiful and full, especially with all of the stuff that was loaded in today from the wholesaler. Sam went with Dragon today and they brought back lots of nice things. We'll save that for tomorrow. We'll open next week's vlog with a little interior of the store so you guys can see everything is set up and nice and full right now. Garden center is starting to clear out as it's been just extremely hot. We don't want to have to continue to water things or overwater things or have things out here that are just going to die. So we've had some ongoing sales and just trying to get the remaining things here into somebody's hands, into their car, and off into their garden. I believe that a few weeks ago, Dragon wanted me to show you guys the raised beds here right along our seating area. So while we let him rest a little longer, we'll do that. This very full guy right here is pineapple sage. It's amazing to see how thick and wide this has gotten. This is our first year having pineapple sage, and when you rub the leaves and smell it, it smells exactly like pineapple. Folks who have bought it, when I've asked them what they plan to do with it, thinking that they had some type of recipe or something, most people said that they just enjoyed having it and letting it dry and using the leaves on a bonfire during the summertime just to get that nice extra smell. These are a straw flower bloom here coming up. Straw flowers that Dragon planted not that long ago, actually. It's amazing how quickly those have grown and pushed through. Make our way around on this side, go down. Of course, we have some Supertunia Bubblegum Vista. That is just one plant that is spilling over. Always a high performer. We have some Dianthus right here. We have some Dahlia, of course, Coleus. This is another straw flower that is yet to open. We have some perennial sage right here that we've planted. I believe that this is a Zebrina that seeded itself and is coming back from last year. They had those giant purple blooms. I think there's one further down in this bed that I'll show you. Another one of those Supertunia Vista bubblegums. Another Zebrina right here that's pushing itself out. This is Bee Balm, which last season was one of my favorite plants that we planted. It was an amazing performer. We have some salvia in there. We have some begonias. This is a black petal dahlia right here that all the blooms are off on that right now, but that is that beautiful yellow single petal dahlia bloom that's on that. One in the other bed is still in bloom, so we'll take a look at that. Planted some dill, some grasses in here too as well. Here is that Zebrina that I mentioned earlier that's in bloom right now, and you can see pollinators on it. They love this thing. It is a very gorgeous plant. When we planted it last year, it seemed to struggle quite a bit when we first got it into the ground, but after a while it really took off. It's been seeding itself, and I'm happy to see that it survived and it's coming back here. Some mandevilles around the trellis that Dragon bought for me. Here's a tag still on that guy. I'm in the throes of constantly needing reading glasses right now, so I'm not even going to try to look at the back of that tag with only my contacts in my eyes right now to help me out here. Over on this side, pretty much a repeat of everything that we have over there. And here is a single petal dahlia that has a few spent blooms on it. So the one here in this area is the dahlia that we planted last season. And then this guy here on the back is a dahlia from this season, or it might actually be the smaller one down here. Not realizing that last year's flower survived. And everything else is just kind of a little bit of a repeat of what we have on the other side. We didn't try to be too matchy with placing everything in the exact same spot, but we did want a little bit of uniformity and to know that the beds were at least talking to each other. Plus, we like to plant some things that we have for the first time here at the garden center, so we can see how they perform, and we can show some of our customers as well too, and know what we might want to bring back next year. The boss is joining us, everybody.
Passing by.
It's almost 8 p.m. I feel like, well, I know for a fact that we are in the throes of working until close to 10 o'clock at night, if not 10 o'clock at night, here on the farm, most days now too as well. Dragon has also been adding lots of product to the shelves on top of everything else. Lots of peach jam, lots of marinara sauce. There's a pot of hot marinara sauce on the stove right now. Blueberry jam, blackberry jam, hot banana peppers that are pickled. And today we also added red pickled onions to the shelf for the first time.
Good job, Kevin.
Happy Friday, Dragon.
Where you been?
I've been here. I've been working.
Nowadays,
Dragon is...
weeds.
Nobody sees the weeds, right? Right, Bruno? Tell him. Nobody sees those weeds. Right, kiddo?
You haven't been here this year. Oh my God!
How are you doing? People have missed
Nobody
you.
wants to work with Kevin.
They've been
Don't make that mistake.
wondering where's Dragon? What's he been up to?
Nobody's wondering where I'm at.
Sunday came, Sunday went. There was no vlog. How are you doing?
Tired, exhausted actually.
Oh.
It's been a busy couple of weeks, hot couple of weeks. We finally got some little relief today, this evening. Overnight temperatures are finally in mid-60s. We had a good 2 weeks of 90s and overnight temperatures in almost
In the 80s, yeah.
So it's been brutal. That's why we didn't post a vlog last week, because it was just too hot to be outside and to do anything. We're back. It's been a busy day. So the wholesale most of the morning. I came back with a lot of goodies and then had to cut the yard, had to do a few things. So
Your art looks amazing, by the way.
oh,
Let's give the people a little quick
still haven't
pan
shown people
around.
my hard work in this bed. We're gonna finish the video. Kevin is gonna give you a walkthrough of my flower bed.
Do I know my husband or do I know my husband?
It's been all year. Everything is about to get fried.
That's how you know you've been together too long. When what if I told you?
You already did it? Oh, sorry, I'm not saying it. I can't look at it. These things are driving me crazy.
Come on, we gotta. The people are waiting.
Shut up.
No. We finished together. Come on.
All right. Kevin is going to finish this video?
No, we are
Come
going to
on,
finish
come
together.
on. Here we go.
That's going to do it for this 2 weeks of
Gonna be a good one,
vlogging
everybody.
video. We
Everybody.
have no idea whether it's going to be a good one or not.
It's
But
going to be a long one, probably, too.
I don't know.
What?
'Cause some days I recorded like 90 seconds of something, so
90 seconds.
it
But you
might
can stretch that.
You can't stretch 90 seconds. 90 seconds is 90 seconds. I don't know what to expect this weekend because it's a holiday weekend. Today we were super busy though here on the farm in the store. Cindy got slammed while she was here manning the store by herself earlier today. Holidays during the week can tend to be like that, but a lot of people around here too love to grab their RVs and head out of town for the holiday season. We did have a little bit of an uptick as well on people traveling through the area. So we are always excited for holiday season to see people who are driving down 301, see the sign and they turn around and they come back, or they make note of where we are and they decide to visit on their return trip home. So if that's you or we've met you here recently, I want to say thank you guys for making a detour, and it was amazing to meet you, and thanks for spending a little bit of time with us here on the farm. Dragon, any other closing
No, I just want
thoughts?
to wish everybody a great holiday weekend, and thank you guys for keeping up with us. Appreciate your patience with us, and we'll see you definitely soon in the next couple weeks.
For sure. And if you happen to be traveling through Virginia, coming down US 301 and driving through King George County, make sure you stop right here and see us at the farm. Everybody stay safe out there, and we'll see you again real soon.
See you soon. Thanks for watching.